Benjamin Franklin, The Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin by Benjamin Franklin Annotated Edition. Embark on an unforgettable journey through the life of one of America's founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin. In the Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin Annotated Edition, Franklin shares his insightful thoughts, groundbreaking endeavors, and compelling life story. This summary offers a concise and engaging look at his background, personal life, ventures, and contributions to society. His thirst for knowledge, pursuit of moral perfection, and unwavering dedication to bettering the lives of others remain an inspiration to this day. Dive in and discover why Franklin's beliefs, principles, and legacy have endured the test of time.
Benjamin Franklin, a self-taught writer and thinker. Benjamin Franklin's journey towards becoming a prolific author and a prominent figure in American history began when he was just a young boy helping his father make and sell candles. Despite his initial dislike for this work, he remained an avid reader throughout his life. He was indentured as an apprentice to his older brother James, who published a newspaper that did not allow Franklin to submit his own writings. To circumvent this, Franklin began submitting his stories anonymously. At 17, he fled his brother's print shop and began working for other printers in New York City and Philadelphia. Franklin was a self-taught writer and thinker who started questioning his Presbyterian upbringing in his teens. He turned towards deism, a philosophy that advocated for reason-based religious beliefs instead of revelation-based ones. While he maintained a strong belief in God, he discounted the decrees that God supposedly made directly to mankind as unintelligible. In 1727, Franklin and his friends formed the Junto, an organization dedicated to intellectual pursuits. They met on Friday nights to discuss and debate topics related to politics, morals, and science. Franklin's continuous pursuit of knowledge allowed him to flourish in many fields, including publishing, science, and politics. His story serves as an inspiration to anyone who seeks to learn and grow throughout their life. Striving for moral perfection. Franklin's quest for ethical behavior included rigorous self-evaluation. When Benjamin Franklin entered his 20s, he knew he wanted to live a virtuous life. He believed it was possible to structure his life in such a way that he would never commit any moral wrongs. To achieve this, he created a list of 13 primary virtues that he would try to follow every day. The virtues included temperance, silence, order, frugality, sincerity, justice, moderation, cleanliness, tranquility, chastity, humility, resolution, and industry. Each day, Franklin reviewed the list to ensure he had not strayed from the path of ethical behavior. Franklin wanted to ensure that he attained these virtues into his daily life. To facilitate his efforts, he created a small book in which he assigned each virtue to be the focus of his attention for 1 week. Each day, he'd mark the matrix with a black spot if he strayed from his path. For cycles of 13 weeks added up to his objective of 1 year's worth of weekly self-improvement in these 7 virtues. While Franklin's method may seem strict, it showed his commitment to achieving ethical behavior through continuous self-evaluation. He understood the importance of constantly striving for improvement and making it habitual. Franklin believed that through practicing daily virtues, he could become a better person and maintain a spot-free ledger. Franklin's daily routine. Benjamin Franklin's daily routine involved a disciplined schedule that began with asking himself the important question, "What good should I do this day?" He then planned his day, prayed, and ate breakfast. He worked from 8 a.m. to noon, took a break, and resumed work from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. After supper, he reflected and enjoyed music or conversation before going to bed at 10 p.m. This routine exemplifies Franklin's dedication to productivity and self-improvement. Franklin's early years. Franklin's entrepreneurial success and founding of a subscription library. In 1729, Benjamin Franklin opened his own printing business in Philadelphia, where he sold paper and parchment in his stationery shop. Despite having only one lackadaisical printing competitor, Franklin did well for himself as a printer. In 1730, he wed his support system, Deborah Read, who helped run his printing business. Franklin ventured into the public sphere by creating a subscription library, securing 50 subscribers who each paid 40 shillings initially and 10 shillings annually for 50 years. The number of subscribers quickly grew through contributions from civic-minded individuals, and thanks to Franklin's leadership, the venture became the mother of all the North American subscription libraries, ultimately spreading to other cities. Through the library, Franklin found time to study and hone his linguistic abilities, quickly becoming proficient in several languages. Franklin's early years were characterized by entrepreneurial successes and an ardent devotion to education through his founding of the subscription library. Poor Richard's Almanack. Benjamin Franklin published Poor Richard's Almanack in 1732, which was immensely popular for about 25 years. The book contained practical knowledge, witty remarks, and proverbs. Printed about 10,000 times every year, it garnered a lot of love and appreciation not only in the colonies but also in Europe. Benjamin Franklin's contributions. Benjamin Franklin was a man of many talents, and his contributions to society are still felt today. He served as a clerk for the Pennsylvania General Assembly, and became Postmaster General Colonel Alexander Spotswood's deputy in Philadelphia. Through this position, he was able to build up his newspaper and create the Union Fire Company, the first fire department in the United States. Franklin was also a strong advocate for education and proposed the establishment of an academy that later became the University of Pennsylvania. He even proposed a defensive militia, which 10,000 colonists took up arms for, though he declined leading it due to his lack of military expertise. Franklin, From Science to Politics. By the mid-18th century, Benjamin Franklin, initially planning to retreat into intellectual and scientific pursuits, found himself drawn into politics, becoming a civic leader, alderman, burgess, and even a representative for dealing with indigenous tribes. Franklin's popularity and respect in the community bestowed upon him one assignment after another. Although deviating from his plans, he remained productive, establishing a hospital in Philadelphia, assisting in the formulation of Pennsylvania's government, and serving in the U.S. Postmaster General office with William Hunter. Additionally, he devised a plan for the union of all colonies, primarily for defense and other necessary requirements. Franklin's journey from science to politics tells the story of a man who placed his community and country's needs and interests above his own personal goals. Franklin's contribution to American Revolution. In 1754, Benjamin Franklin presented a plan to unite American colonies under one government for mutual defense. Although the plan was adopted by other colonial delegates, it was not approved by England as it was too democratic. To ensure defense, England sent an army to America led by General Edward Braddock, who rejected Franklin's warning about the natives and was defeated in a bloody campaign. Following this, Franklin was asked to create numerous forts throughout Pennsylvania for protection. The General Assembly then commissioned Franklin to travel to England to discuss issues, but Lord Granville refused to acknowledge American laws as separate from the English Crown's rules. Franklin returned to Philadelphia, disappointed and contemplating the future of American justice and freedom.
Benjamin Franklin's autobiography provides a fascinating glimpse into the mind and life of an influential American figure. From his humble beginnings, persevering through difficult apprenticeships, to his intellectual pursuits and innovations, Franklin's impact on society remains evident today. His moral code, the 13 primary virtues, serve as a timeless guide to personal development and ethical living. His various ventures and achievements, such as the founding of the University of Pennsylvania, creation of America's first fire department, and his role in diplomacy and politics, leave an indelible mark on history. This summary encapsulates Franklin's wisdom, tireless work ethic, and remarkable accomplishments, inspiring readers to seek their own path to success and moral perfection.